Hi everyone, I'm Daniele Scalzo. Welcome to my second episode of Content Creator Journey. Today I have with me a friend, a brother, I will say, Marino Palladino. You make your content, the content that you're making right now. I know that are around finance and also career review. So thank you so much and welcome to our podcast, Marino. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, Daniele. It's a pleasure to be here.
So let's go deep. So as you probably know, my podcast is about content creators. I don't care if you're small, I'm small. If you're big, I don't care. It's beautiful just to understand your journey, basically. So what made you start, Marino, to make content?
If we're going back pre-social media, I was always interested in video. Mm-hmm. I would basically, make home videos of parties in my family and occasions like birthdays, things like that. And I remember we going to Italy for my grandparents' 50th wedding anniversary, and I did the videoing for them. And my cousin, he edited the video, and it was a home video. And I remember once saying to my uncle, "Zia Agostino, I need to put this on YouTube." And he said to me, "No, in Italian." He's like, "No, I don't want this to go out onto YouTube." And so I really knew that there was 2005. 2005. Yeah, 2005. We were there, and I already knew about YouTube. Facebook already, that stuff there. I mean, prior to that, when in the mid 1990s, when 1995, me and my friend, we decided to do a radio show together on one of those cassettes, right? The Walkman sort of cassette, and we recorded a live radio show as if we were the hosts of a radio show, a bit like today when you tune into Heart or Kiss, right?
Yeah.
And it's interesting how that concept of recording a show is very similar to what people are doing now with a podcast.
Exactly, it's true.
And anyone can do this. This is the great thing about, Exactly. So the social media, especially, when video format, the video platform like YouTube came out, enabled anyone now to get onto that screen and share what they wanted. So I wasn't really into the scene of social media. I knew about it, but I wasn't really doing any content. I was just doing, my life. I was just going through my life, just, my dreams and ambitions. And I wasn't really thinking about anything like this. And it wasn't until 2019 when you, my friend, invited me to the... was it the business and development? Was it the BED conference in Birmingham?
Yes, exactly.
And I think it was to do with the fact that Gary Vee was coming there, was going there, and he's a real big personality, Gary Vee, and great success, and so much. He's given out so much help to people, and still does. It's a real inspiration to take from what he, shares.
But after seeing, after watching the Congress, did something make you change? Like, have you realized something different, or did, for instance, the conference wake you up in some way? What are your thoughts about the conference, and what did you? Obviously, Gary Vee was there, Grant Cardone was there, and Tay Lopez was there, and other people, all the other content creator, and also famous people was there. So, what have you thought?
Well, yeah, it was a new arena really, because I'd never been to something like that before, and prior in 2002, I'd gone to business online business conferences with the Clean Easy business, because I was doing that at the time, and so I did do a few training sessions with them. The people that were running that business. but this was the first time that it was on a big arena, on a big scale. And they tried to take as much information from what they were saying, all these gurus. But, like they always pitched something that they were trying to sell you at the end. And they were, the courses were in the thousands. And there was me and you sitting there with a notepad, just a couple of guys just sitting there, just starting out in life. And we were like, we're not at this level, man. You know what I mean? We're not at this level, but
we didn't even started.
we hadn't even started making any content. It was just like, just real eye opener in terms of, wow, there's so many people out here, and it's like, where do we fit in all this? But I remember, and remember that hotel we went into.
Yeah, horrible story. The cheapest and the cheapest.
Yeah, and that's the hustle, Daniele. That's
true.
That's like, how far do you want to go into achieving your dreams, right? But it served as a stepping stone, as a platform to say, wake up, there's more to life than just, staying and doing what you're doing, like, and not sharing it, basically. What it got me was the fact that actually, especially when Gary Vee came out and said, what are you all doing here? And it was brilliant. But it was when we were driving back home. Remember, we were talking and we were like saying, how do we get this, inspiration and enthusiasm that we've been exposed to, and how do we then put it? And that's where you then came on to, the TikTok platform.
Exactly.
And really it started with the TikTok platform. And when did it start? It started in the pandemic, believe it or not, 2020 pandemic. And I suddenly thought to myself, blimey, I've been all these years, I haven't been making content. I've been missing out here. What am I doing? I've been missing out on all this stuff, and I sort of beat myself up a bit really on that. Maybe I should have, started in 2015, 16. I don't know. I mean, there's all things that go through your mind. But anyway, it all started really from then.
So, what kind of content are you posting right now?
The content at the moment is varied. Actually, I did sort of, play around with different passions, and currently at the moment on TikTok, I'm dwelling into the finance and the, just the personal finance and stock market sort of content, more as a journey for myself, making these videos. From what I'm doing, but also an encouragement for people to see, if they maybe, they might consider maybe taking the step and start their investment journeys as well. And with the TikTok, I also then have the YouTube as well. The YouTube channel, which also hopefully is to do with, posting content that, might help people also in their journey. So it's mainly to do with finance, personal finance and stock market, but I'm still learning all this as well as I'm going along. So I'm quite new to all the YouTube, and, there's so many great creators I'm trying to learn from as well, and bringing value. I think bringing value to the audience is the number one priority. And
100%.
and that's that. The other channel I've got is the car channel, the car review channel. And that's been quite challenging because, as you know, with the COVID, it's quite hard to get cars. There's limited availability. They're not really willing, a lot of the dealers at the moment. So it's a case of, trying to come up with a plan for me to make content on cars. And I've been using my own car. So I need to maybe do a bit more work on that one. But again, all of the content I'm making is mainly to do with providing value to people and enjoying the content making. I think this is the thing about it.
It's crazy. It's true. But where do you make your content? Which platform are you using? Which platform
am I using? So for the YouTube, YouTube is the platform I'm using for the car channel, and the finance channel, and I'm also using TikTok for the finance side of it. I had to make a decision where I wanted to go with TikTok. Did I go with just a bunch of everything put in there together, or do I niche down into one specific area? And
Okay.
I currently found that actually going into one area has had some sort of result.
Sure, but if you have to choose a platform, like your
Yeah.
favorite platform, which platform would you use? YouTube, probably.
For short-term content,
Okay.
TikTok, brilliant platform. Allows you to do a minute video. You don't have to be perfect. It's to get the information out,
More
help as
authentic.
much people.
It's
Yeah,
true.
I think TikTok is a revolutionary platform that we
Exactly.
needed. I think
Exactly.
the short form content was something that was coming. I think for long-term content and, you know, content that you might want to go more depth in, obviously at the moment, I feel YouTube is one of
Exactly.
those platforms that you can really develop. And I think that you can use YouTube also as a business, you know, where you can develop a brand with this platform. But TikTok is becoming very close to doing that as well, because you can link your YouTube channel into TikTok. So it's all connected.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Which difficulty have you faced at the moment, or you're facing right now, or you faced in the past making content in your journey, during your journey, basically?
Yeah, well, the first thing that was, it's always like, you know, what are people going to think of this guy with a bald head, you know, on a camera talking about something?
Like
You know, are they?
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Jeff Bezos. Yeah, I mean, you know, are they gonna care about what you got to say? Okay, now when it comes to my finance stuff, you know, I've got a history of, you know, saving money and investing in my younger years, and you know what I did to get some success with that, and those are topics I will be sharing on my YouTube channel. And again, it's like getting comfortable with sharing with people and putting out the content that hopefully can help them as well.
Exactly.
My thing was just learning it all, really. It was like, you know, the difficulty of like, you know, what is a thumbnail? What is a title? What is like, how do you do a video? You know, I don't know, like, you know, the quality of the video and the quantity, and that really, the difficulty there was like, okay, am I doing it right or am I doing it wrong? And then it's, you know, okay, I need to then look at other people. How are they doing it? And then, you know, try to make something similar to that, but not obviously copy, because you've got to be unique, right?
Exactly.
But yeah, it was trying to, you know, get together a plan of like execution, but am I doing the right execution? You know, am I, you know, and the TikTok videos in the beginning were like, I don't know, man, just anywhere. Like, it was like, you know, just film it anywhere. There was no structure. But anyway, what I noticed is that at the end of it, a lot of that just comes with practice.
Exactly. 100%.
Even now, for example, I found in, you know, difficulty to get the consistency on trying to get a routine in, and the YouTube, especially, you know, structuring those videos and stuff, the longer videos, you know, is very important to get a structure in. And I'm still learning all this. So at the moment, it's all still difficult to get it all right. But I don't think anyone's perfect. You know, the perfection is, like Gary says, it's a sign of insecurity, isn't it? So
exactly.
I think people want to see the
authenticity. The authenticity.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
Also another thing, Marino, for instance, I struggle for something, maybe you're thinking, yeah, my channel doesn't grow, there is something that we need to fix it. But exactly that step, you start to look into how to do a funnel. So you research, how can I improve my title? How can I improve my video? So by the struggle, obviously you can improve it. And I found every day. I mean, especially when you have a channel, it's a business. Your channel, or if you are a content creator, you are a business owner in some way, because you have to attract people to listen to what you're saying, or what you're selling. Obviously, it's a business.
Well, it's like Gary says, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Gary Vee says. Yeah, you're right there, Danielle. It's like what Gary Vee says. You know, we are our own media companies, and we can put stuff out and develop that. But what I found though, what I really want to share is on this podcast is, if you are thinking about, you know, something like this, the consistency of putting stuff out will eventually catch someone. and that
True.
person will eventually comment. And with those comments, you start to understand how well your content is doing. I just had one recently, and I'll send you it. I'll send you the comment. But anyway, it was to do with me doing these shorts on YouTube, and this is on the finance channel, by the way. And I'm doing these shorts, YouTube shorts, which it's a bit like the TikTok platform. If you don't know what YouTube Shorts is, it's like a TikTok video but for YouTube. And basically, I'm doing these videos on a daily. Okay, when the stock market closes, this is my result in the portfolio. This is just to show you, if you're interested maybe in this particular stock, this is the result it had today. Okay, so it's value in terms of, do you want to get into this? But anyway, I found that I came across this comment, and the guy was like, I'm so happy that you're talking about stocks that aren't necessarily the most popular the stocks, because everyone on YouTube talks about the popular stocks, right? They talk about
this is very interesting.
And he said to me, I'm glad somebody's making some content on companies that aren't in, the top, say FTSE 100 or S&P 500, or the top stocks that everyone knows about, right? Companies.
Exactly.
He was saying to me, it's good to see that your eye, for example, was doing some content on other stocks that people might not know of.
Exactly.
And he said it was good. He said it was good, and that sort of gave me sort of an indication. Wow, someone's actually said to me, "This is good. Okay, I should continue, right?"
Exactly. I totally agree with you. I mean, one of the best things as a content creator is feedback. Feedback, I think, is 100%. Is 100% true, because obviously you put effort to make video, and when you don't receive any feedback, obviously if it's negative and can beat you down a little bit, but as Gary Vee said, you shouldn't. But obviously could like beat you down a little bit. But good comments, like when they ask a question, you feel like it really make you think that people that cares about what you're doing. So reinforce the fact that the time that you invested by doing by doing videos is worth it in some way. I totally agree with you.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Daniela. I think it's your own personal journey into
100.
this. You're putting videos out as you as a person on what you want to share. My idea of putting a video on YouTube is to show you and to share what I did, which hopefully might help maybe someone else who might watch that video, so that they can improve themselves as well. I mean, again, it's all your experiences that you can then put onto video, audio, written, all that sort of stuff. You know what I
mean? So, obviously, how long are you making content now? A year?
Yeah. I think 2019 was. I think I was definitely, starting. I was looking at starting. And then 2020, I think it was TikTok mainly. Mainly with TikTok and Instagram. Exactly. I then, because you said to me, open yourself an Instagram page, man, So I opened up a personal one anyway, that was good for that's good for friends, right? Good for friends, and it's nice to post just motivational stuff and all that. But yeah, with TikTok in the beginning, I thought was really good, easy because it's 60-second videos, and and that was in the summer of 2020, I think. No, before the pandemic. Sorry, before I returned back to work, I was starting on the TikTok platform.
So knowing what you know now, after making 1 year, after 1 year making content, what kind of advice would you give to young content creators or people that want to start now to make content? What kind of advice would you give to them?
Well, I mean, the first thing that anyone would say was actually be to start, right?
Exactly.
Because everyone has 0 followers as we all know. You
We
start
all
with
start.
zero everything. Yeah,
Exactly.
everyone starts with zero, okay? So it's easy to say just start, okay? And if you want to go into the more, what do I start? Then I would probably recommend, you pick a passion or a niche that you really like, something that you really like to talk about, and concentrate on that, okay? So pick something that you might think, you like, and, think about posting stuff to do with that particular niche, and start. The thing I should have done was maybe started, back in 2015, 2014.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it would have been, I don't know, it would have been a different ride, because what I know now, and I think it's also, networking as well, right?
Exactly.
Is really important. But the thing I would say was, look at something that you really enjoy and you like talking about,
Mm-hmm.
and a particular niche, and then you start. You start with the worst video you've ever recorded. And you know what I did in the beginning? I did videos. I filmed videos, and I would just delete and redo that video 15 times, because I was thinking, geez, is that me in the camera? Is that me in the camera? Also, love yourself. Just have an enormous amount of love for yourself.
Exactly.
You're gonna put yourself out on these platforms, and it can be daunting, it can be scary, and you're gonna face the judgment, maybe what your friends think and all that. So it's the courage as well, the courage to get the courage to actually post something and not really worrying about what someone's going to think about it. The reason why I say that is because there are 7 point whatever billion people on the earth, right? Now, a percentage of those people are going to like what you say. So,
exactly.
Yeah, double down on a niche that you might think, that you're passionate about and that you want to talk about. Love yourself in that confident, be confident in that. And then it's just literally start. That's what I should have done maybe in 2015. And the other thing I would say as well, that maybe will help a lot of people, what I've noticed now, especially on the TikTok and the shorts, is posting content. Try to post content on that consistent basis, because that is how you speed up the process of getting known. Because the more videos you put out, I suppose, and even if you put out 400 videos, right? 400 videos, like yourself, yeah? It doesn't matter, man. That's 400 videos. That means that's 400 chances of putting stuff out that then, can get attraction.
Exactly. I totally agree with you. To be honest, I've done more than 400 videos, and I am a content creator. I don't care. I don't care if I don't have a million followers, because for me it's a passion. So I think if you get caught up on the numbers, this is where you're gonna struggle. As you probably know, I will struggle as well, thinking, I need to improve my followers. But obviously, when it's your passion, just we shouldn't care. We shouldn't care how many followers we have. And obviously, if you like to talk about like tips on social media, like I do, and even if I don't get any million followers, even if I don't get million views, the fact that there are people that are watching my video, it makes me happy. Because by talking to you, I came to a conclusion, just thinking, no? When you said like you are afraid to make a video at the beginning, you were afraid, me too. But when you make a video, you are talking to yourself, right? But if you think about it, have perspective. You are a public speaker. This is a public speaker because you are actually talking to your phone. But when you share your video, million people can see it.
Yeah.
It's like public speaking. You don't have the people in front of you, but people watching it.
Absolutely.
So
it's a revolution. It's a revolution.
Exactly.
Like I said, I should have started in maybe 2015, doing something, my passion or something. But I've grown more older, so I've got more experience now maybe than I had then. So I can definitely talk about something that I did. And this is what the finance channel I'm going to be talking about, my experiences. And I feel that can help hopefully people, especially the younger, generation who maybe, they're just starting out, because, we're living in a different world now where it's all about image and this and that and, how much you got. And but, I started from a really humble background, I started from a humble background. I didn't touch designer wear until I was in House of Fraser. I mean, you imagine that, like, I knew about it, but I never went into it because I thought, it's a lot of money. And then I was thinking, that money could go in and invest in and all that sort of stuff. So that's what it's about. It's about your experiences, how, and your passion in that.
Yeah.
In that particular niche, and then just communicating that to the world. And if you do that enough times, then you will get a following that will be concentrated, and they will follow you because they can take value from you. Because I think, when you've got this experience and you've done things and you've learned from it and it's worked, you can share that. That's the beauty of the platform. You don't have to, be on a stage in front of 1,000 people. You can just do it on the phone.
Thank you so much, Marino, for everything.
Pleasure.
So, one question: where do people they can find you? Can you give us your handle on the name of your channels? Or sure. So, the TikTok is at Marino Palladino. Okay.
They're all the same, aren't they? Really, isn't it? I'm just trying to figure out all these handles. You've got YouTube, you've got Instagram. So at Marino Palladino is the TikTok one, and the YouTube ones, the YouTube channels that I'm running at the moment. You've got Mr. M on Motors, which is the car channel.
Okay,
something I'm very passionate about, cars in general. I just need to get them. So, hopefully we can develop that. So that one there's got a picture of a red car, Mr. M on Motors, and then the finance one is the M Vault, which is the one that we talk about, sort of personal finance, stock market, all that sort of stuff.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Marino, for everything. So I hope to see you in another episode. Thank you so much, and
Pleasure.
I wish you a great day. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Daniele. Thank you for inviting me on your podcast, and that your podcast, serves an audience that can obviously take away some value from these discussions. I look forward to coming back to you with some success, right?
Exactly. Thank you so much. Exactly. As a listener, hope you take some value from this video. Hope you learn something. Hope you start to make content like us. 400 video, never give up.
That's right. Keep going, everyone. Keep going. Keep the dream alive. You got to keep your dreams alive. You got to keep putting, and just start. Okay, because if I would have said to myself in 2015, Marino, you need to start. Someone said to me, start, for crying out loud, just start making something, right? Then I would have had already 5 years of content. But anyway, here we are now. It's never too late, by the way. So if you're in your 40s or in your 50s now, even in your 60s, thinking about doing something on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, whatever it is, you can still do it.
Exactly. 100%. Thank you so much, and have a great day.
Thank you, Daniele.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, you too. Have a great day too.